This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby.
You know what's funny, bro? How long? So
What, bro?
You and I, you were.
I'm in a bad mood.
I'm in a bad mood.
You came in a bad mood for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
But I spilled Diet Coke all over my shirt.
That's such a bummer.
Literally, I sat down. I was talking to George and went.
But you know that's a Hanes T-shirt, and that's the thing, right? So it's kind of a doesn't matter.
Just sucks. I go through the whole day with this.
You should rip
looks
it
like
off.
A cum stain.
You should go like this and rip it off, and then just and then do the podcast with your shirt off.
And no pants.
Do you know what I realized? You know what's funny?
What, dude?
Is that so you and I fight right now?
Why are you sitting up like
Shut
this?
up! Shut
Why are
up!
you sitting like this?
Because I'm feeling
you're frisky.
fucking
Dude. You're prickly.
frisky, bro, and prickly.
Okay.
Now let me ask you something. Right now, you and I go at it for real. You're gonna you kill me, right?
We know this,
right?
Well documented.
Yeah. Well, what do you
You've
think?
asked me
What
that
do you think you
1,000
do? What do you
times.
think you do? Grab
Whatever
the
you
old neck?
want. No, whatever you want.
Look at how casual you are, right?
Yeah.
And yet,
hey, Chin, can we
in
go
the
to
real
Exhibit
world,
A? Can you bring up the post I just did? Let me just show, because y'all must have forgot. Hey, Chin, bring up Exhibit A when the ref decides to take a little break while I'm pounding away.
Let me see this.
The ref goes, you know what? I'm going to check out the ring card girls while Brendan, Daddy's doing work. Now, turn up the volume for me so you can hear the sound of these thuds. Can you make it big, Chin, or no?
Ah, Jesus, that's Brennan who has to win.
Just hold on. Just wait.
Jesus!
Just
stop
wait.
the fight! Stop the fight, dude. That is a terrible ref. You gave that guy brain damage. Jesus Christ.
Brendan killed a guy.
Oh, dude.
Might want to lay low for a little bit.
Oh,
that ref was like this.
Stop the fight, dummy.
That ref was staring at Ariane Celeste was like, holy oh, God.
That ref is a moron.
Oh, God. Someone said,
that ref, hey, you suck, ref, whoever that ref is. What a bad guy.
Well, I just don't think, this is back in the day, too.
What's hilarious about that is that and I'm not bullshitting you, you would never get that off on me.
Never.
You know why?
Now, did I do that to a 6'8", 265-pound former number one draft pick in the NFL? Sure.
I don't, that's who that was?
And purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, Ching, Exhibit A, right?
I know, but the difference is this. Boom. Right there.
What
right
is that?
There.
Is that a knife?
Yeah, it's a knife. It goes right in there. Now look, watch this. Now this sucks for you. Because I'm going to pull it out.
That would suck.
And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go, you're going to lose barometric pressure in your body. Got to get to a doctor in a
I'd go
hurry.
like this. I'd hold it in.
You got to hold it in. It's got to be this. Hold it in.
I go, no.
Yeah, okay.
No, I go, no, let me leave it in there.
Now, but how do you do that? Now I'm doing this. I wiggle around like a Jerry, like what's it called? What's it called? It's a joystick.
No, you're jacking me up.
Joystick.
You're jacking me up.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Go. There you go. There you go. Now watch this. Watch this.
But here's the thing. You're not knife guy. That's not you, bud.
You don't know.
It's fun in your dreams. But
You don't know. I was
knife
thinking
guy.
about that though.
You don't know knives.
Or I go like this. Yeah.
The Achilles outside.
Yeah. Oh, God. And then I run, and you're like, no.
I go, you ruined my Beller Jordan 5s.
God, a knife is a bitch.
Knives?
I had this special forces guy told me, he goes, think about a knife. He goes, if you get stabbed like just like that, if I do that to your body, if I go doop like that, you have to get to a doctor very quickly because I guess something about losing pressure in your body.
Losing blood too.
Yeah, but there's something about the barometric, the pressure. So when there's a equilibrium.
Yeah, it sounds like
and then
such
you die. No,
I'll go with it.
You
Keep
will
going.
die.
Yeah.
You will 100% die.
We got to stop the bleeding, first of all.
You have to stop the bleeding. There it is.
No, it's for headaches.
That's for a headache.
Yeah, but your body cannot deal with.
What's the blood loss that screws you? Especially if they hit some internal organs.
It's not even the blood loss, though. They say
Who told you that, bro?
Knives usually produce limited injury because they are classified as low velocity projectiles. Medium velocity.
No one wants to get stabbed by a knife.
Fatal traumatic air embolism following a stab wound. Yep.
Traumatic air embolism and positive pressure ventilation.
Positive pressure ventilation. That's what I said.
Will affect the
affected lung will cause rapid. You die.
Oh yeah, that's from
Get to a doc.
That's from 1993.
My friend of mine in college got stabbed. Didn't even know it. Got stabbed. They got a big fight down in the
His
basement.
adrenaline was probably popping. His adrenaline was probably through the roof.
But through
so
the
he
roof.
could feel it.
So he gets in the car with my buddy, and my buddy goes, "What the fuck's going on?" He goes, and blood was pumping out because he hit his lung, and blood was going douche douche, and he goes, dude, I got stabbed. And my friend was like, oh fuck, he hit your lung. He knew enough because it was like the blood somehow was kind of.
Do you go like this?
Pushing out.
Let's go see these chicks.
My friend, bro science goes, just push really hard on it. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. And they drove to the hospital.
And
he was fine.
He died?
No, he was totally fine. I mean, he had to go under surgery and all that, but fuck. He didn't even know.
Well, there's that myth too. You got to stop the bleeding. You got to put pressure on it so the blood doesn't come out. And then also there's a myth too. If you get bit by a snake, you got to suck the venom out. That's not real.
No, that's not real, right?
It's not. No, it does not.
You're supposed to have a tourniquet around to slow the blood flow, but not totally.
No, yeah, I don't know if the tourniquet's right, but there was a snake expert talking because some guy was like, "Oh, if I get bit, suck out." He goes, "Absolutely, don't do that. That does nothing.
No.
You're wasting your time."
Yeah.
Some people put ice on it.
Remove rings and watches before swelling starts. Wash the bite with soap and water. Cover the bite with clean, dry dressing. Mark the leading edge of tenderness swelling on the skin. And
Oh, it should just say, do nothing.
Well,
But do nothing unless you can get to a hospital that has the anti.
It's like the guy who got bit in the ass by the water moccasin, and he went through hallucinations. They were stuck in the Everglades, and they couldn't get the boat going because the weeds were so tangled up in the propeller. He had to sit there for 24 hours and go through every single, you can die usually, but he went through every single hallucination. He was like, throwing up and almost died, and he made it through. Ammonia was common remedy among...
This is before antivenom.
Very painful, but common remedy is get a knife and cut out as much of the wound and hopefully the poison as possible. Ow!
Chin, go to how long do you have with a rattlesnake bite? Because I always think about that. I see the rattlesnakes on the trail.
Say, how did
I'm kind of nowhere near.
Let me see, how did Native Americans deal with it?
Oh, they just die, it says. They just go,
let me see. Go up. No. Please
up
go
or
up.
down?
I mean.
Down this way?
Yeah, down. Go. How did Native Americans survive?
Oh, there it is. Avoid getting bit.
They use shamanistic rituals.
Hell yeah, that works.
They heal rattlesnake bites. Employ everything from powder roots to leaves to using their mouths to suck out the poison.
Which we know that doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, so you die.
There goes. Widely recommended until recently by physicians for removing venom. Yeah, because it doesn't work.
Yeah. It's a viper, and they shoot the venom into your body.
Well, I think about it, when I'm out on the trails, they would have to bring in the helicopter to get me to the hospital to get the anti-venom. Because if I get bit out there, Daddy's probably going to die.
I saw a dog, a pit bull, that had no use of its left leg. It just didn't work. I said, what happened? He goes, rattlesnake. Bit him.
Because they bite him on the nose?
Leg died. No, he bit him on the leg. Leg died.
Oh, really?
Just died.
Because usually dogs, they go face first, and they get those juicy noses. Well, when they bite on the nose, it's so juicy, and it spreads the venom across their body. That's why I see people out on the trails. I'm like, there's rattlesnakes everywhere. Why is your dog off the fucking leash, man? Like, the chance of them getting bit are so high. Oh, yeah. Those rattlesnakes are everywhere.
Everywhere. Dude. And they go for them. My dog got bit by a rattlesnake.
Rattlesnakes wave at me, dude. Hey.
Yeah, my dog got bit right on the face. My American bulldog right on the face by a rattlesnake. Yeah. Didn't see the snake. I just heard him go, oh, or her go, oh. And then I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm telling you, her face swelled up this big, and she went, I was like, what's going on? I thought it was a bee sting. She was going like this, walking, and she just went boom and fell right over.
Did you suck on the nose? Suck up the nose?
I picked her up. I brought her to the vet. I was up in Malibu. I brought her to the vet on 3rd Street, and I don't remember what happened. She was fine, but I think they said it's too late to add to administer antivenom. We got to let it just go through her system. It was cheap. It was more of a drier bite.
It's also super expensive. The antivenom's no punk.
Dude.
You know how they get the venom, right? They milk the snake. They take the snake, they pop its fangs into it, and then they add shit to it. It's just not.
That's actually not how they do it.
Bring it up, Chin.
So here's how they do it. Ready?
Chin, bring up Exhibit A again before you talk back.
They actually give it to horses. Okay? They give a tiny bit to horses. Listen. They give a tiny bit to horses. And then what they do is they extract that from the horse. Because the horse produces antibodies.
I don't think so. Chin, go into how do they get antivenom? Not how much it is. I mean, it says 40 to 70 grand.
Which is crazy.
Right? In my current stab, like, let's see how it goes through the night.
Oh, yeah.
Let's wait a little bit.
No.
You guys have layaway?
Yeah.
You guys have like a payment plan?
I got an $11,000 bill from the vet recently.
400,000?
But I have insurance.
For the corgi?
Yeah.
Kill him.
There you go. Yeah, watch this. They're made by immunizing donor animals such as horses.
That's what I was saying.
Snake
Yeah,
These animals have robust immune systems, produce powerful antibodies.
Holy shit, you were right with this
bind
bro
to
science.
snake venom components, enabling our own immune defense to eliminate these toxins. Yeah, you shoot it up. You shoot a snake. You shoot a sheep or a.
But they don't
horse.
just hold a fucking snake and let it bite the horse. They milk
Yes.
it.
Yes.
And then they take that out and
Yes.
inject in the
Yes.
horse. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
They
yeah.
get the venom
Yes.
to create the antibodies. They fucking milk the snake. They
Yes.
jerk them. They jerk the fangs, both fangs. They jerk fangs.
They just milk it. Okay.
You ever seen them bite it? Their fangs are deep,
Oh my God.
long, daddy.
They're huge. Do you know how much? You know how bad that would hurt? You don't want to get bit by a gaboon viper.
And you know it's a myth too when they say baby rattlesnakes can't control their venom, so they're more dangerous. Fake news.
Oh,
Fake.
what do you mean?
It's not real.
What do you mean?
All my son, he watches all those shows on National
So
Geographic.
they bite and they
and there's some guy on there who has bro science like we do. He's like, we gotta avoid the little ones, right? They're venom. They don't know how to control it. And the expert's like, what'd you say? You realize he's not Google trained. He's like, what are you talking about? Because with the little ones, they bite. They don't have to control all the venom. He goes, absolutely not. That's
I
not true.
love
Then he
that.
kinda sit. You're all, oh yeah.
So forever I've been told that maple syrup and raw honey doesn't raise your blood sugar because it's got its own immune system.
Dude, I've heard that.
So I've always said that. So I'm like, you can eat as much raw honey. I call some of my buddies who are their PhDs. I go, hey, does raw honey not raise your blood sugar? He goes,
That's stupid.
this bro science shit that you hear everywhere is such horseshit.
Well, my buddy, Klopp calls me and goes, or he called Jay, I think. He goes, dude, I know, like me and Klopp both love ice cream. Like I love ice cream. Like from after, so I just love ice cream. But I don't want to eat it late because it raises your blood, sugar level. And he goes, dude, turns out doesn't. I've been wearing that Whoop band and it shows you, and I've been taking tests. Ice cream doesn't raise your blood sugar level, so you're good. So I was like, oh, say less. Dude, I'm eating fucking gallons of it. I talked to the doctor. He's like, are you stupid? I was like, yeah.
Here's actually.
He's like, who told you? I'm like, my buddy. He's like, is he a doctor?
Because
like,
of the
yeah.
fat in the ice cream, it actually it will be a slower rise than say
Still,
straight sugar.
It's so many calories, so much sugar.
You're gonna get fat, bro,
Yeah.
and your blood sugar's gonna raise.
so much
Yeah.
sugar.
So you ever hear when they say Vanguard and BlackRock own every company in the world, like
Mm-hmm.
they own? That is. There's a guy who's saying that with authority, and there's music behind it. It goes, BlackRock and Vanguard
Like,
own
on
all
social
the,
media?
all the media companies, and it's like they own everything. And I sent that to some of the people who make a lot of money in the world and know BlackRock and Vanguard. People who are just. Then I sent it to some people who are just in the finance world, and they were like, "Do you know how ignorant that is? Do you know how they don't even know?" These people don't
Those
even know
people
what
probably work for 'em
BlackRock.
though, right?
They go. These people don't even know what BlackRock and Vanguard do. They're not. They don't own. They are index funds,
Yeah.
which means you can go to them and say, "Hey, I want to buy funds in this. I want to buy stock in this," and then they have a portfolio manager that does it. They don't own it. You own it, but they manage those fucking funds, and they do all right. They do. They have good marketing. They do all right. They don't own those companies.
That shirt's too baggy, huh? So distracting. Hey, Crowder.
What do you mean?
Crowder, could you?
Well, this is a large.
Can
I'm
it
a
come with
medium.
a vial of TRT if you're gonna sell that shirt?
Dude, it's a large. I'm a medium. Okay.
I
Be
knew
cool.
I knew it's too big. You know it's too big. Like on the arms, baggy, right?
A little big. A little big.
They look like your dog's legs. It looks like they're wearing socks.
Well, I got
Yes,
small arms.
Kermit
which
arms.
bothers me.
Yeah, Kermit arms.
Yeah,
that
that
shirt too
really
baggy
bothers
though.
me.
Crowder's like, fuck.
But I'll never be happy
I
because
wonder
I
if
don't have
Crowder's
much
like,
of a
why are
chest or
sales down
arms.
20% on this shirt, this baseball tee?
I was told it looks good on me.
I don't mind it.
Well, here's a thing that I would like to have, and it's a sin to ask for anything when I'm such a lucky person. I would like to
take
have
it easy.
longer
You're
arms.
talking to me, dude.
I'd like to have longer arms.
Not happening. What
no,
else?
no, and longer legs.
Not happening. Keep
And
going.
I'd like them to be a little bigger and stronger.
It's just not for you.
I'd like to have a little bit more of a Samoan gene in me somewhere. I'd like to be a little thicker. Unfortunately, I am at the end of the day I'm just not a very strong guy, and I have to come to terms with that, and it's okay. I'm more my mom than my dad,
Yeah,
aren't I?
at 56 though, it's like time to come to terms, bud. It's on the card for you.
Time to come to terms.
Dude, how about this picture I sent from our boy Eric Williams, who I just
Love him.
met with for 2 hours?
So talented.
How old school?
2000.
Now, why? That's Nigel Houston,
That's
who's
right.
a
A beast.
super beast. But
He was so young
I was
back
like,
then.
why am I in a suit? Because I remember I was working for UFC Fox. I just came off the Fox lot straight because we used to do the podcast on Fox Sports. So I came straight from there to here because I was working that UFC show.
I don't mind
think it was
your
like
hair
me and
short.
Bisping.
I don't mind your hair like that. Look at that.
And I look too much like Aaron Hernandez.
Right there you do.
Do you ever? Do you ever? And his brother.
Look at your hair, dude.
How about that little tuft? that
God, you were
hopped out?
good looking, man.
I was a cute kid, huh?
Dude, we've
Not a
aged,
bad, Bubba. Not a bad profile.
we've aged like fruit.
We were both a couple cuties. We were both.
I think that's why that is Aaron Hernandez to a T right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
That's Aaron Hernandez in court.
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at your beard full. We are full
No
of
gray,
hope.
Bubba. No gray.
We're full of hope and cum. dude.
Aged like a couple of fucking
We
presidents.
age like presidents,
It's the best thing I've heard.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Then did I send you the picture? The Sasso's in it too. Did I
Yeah,
send you
man.
that one?
Yeah,
think
I
that
love
was in
that
it.
picture.
The picture Sasso's taking a selfie.
Yeah.
We gotta get Sasso back on.
I know. I haven't. He's just.
Those were the days. Those were the Fox Sports days. Dude, we didn't even have video back then.
so nuts. We did.
Look at that, dude. Look at that backdrop. You got a Box and Burn shirt on. I got a G-Star watch on, or G-Shock.
Yep. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And look at just the general background, because they just gave us a set that was an office space.
Yep.
So the back has like,
I remember that.
has like,
Well, you were still fighting then, right?
yeah, has McNabb in it and like some random shit. Remember our first live show was, oh, look at Special K in the comments.
Every time we'd go, I would say this to you as we leave. I go, train hard. And you go, yes, sir.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
And I meant it.
Hell yeah, you did.
I really did. I'd get dead serious. Train hard.
Someone says, why don't you have Will on anymore? Well, he doesn't talk to us.
We love him. He's just, no, he does talk. I talked to him.
He's
I
like
text with him.
married now.
I
though.
texted him. He's just like, he's hard. Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's
His own podcast.
doing his own life, man. Yeah. I miss him.
Yeah, we just get older and you stop hanging out as a crew,
When
man.
you got kids and you got,
That's my thing. Like, Eric was with us, and I'll send you another picture. But back to Eric Williams. Eric, he's been with me. He was the first guy who was like, man, you have something special. And I was just one of his first guys. He's like, we need to market you outside just the fighting world. Like, let me document all this. I'm like, all right, whatever. And this was before anybody's doing it. So Eric was with me when I was in Denver. He was in the green room with me, for some of my big fights.
some of that, the pictures, you and GSP,
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the GSP one. I'm gonna
such a
post
good
this
shot.
one.
Eric Williams is a crazy good photographer.
He's gonna release all. He's gonna release all of it. He has this big release coming soon. His pictures
Look
are
at the people that he takes
nutsos.
pictures of too. He's like,
Nah,
I Googled Eric Williams photography, so hopefully this is
that's him.
Okay.
That's him. Ewillphoto.com. He's Ewill on there too. His pictures of Rhonda that no one's seen
look at
are
how good he is,
nutsos,
though.
dude.
Look at how good he is.
I just sent you the one of me and GSP.
Man, those are great with Rhonda.
I don't like I'm on his main page. That's fine.
We're still
That's
scrolling.
fine. I know, but I didn't make it. Why? Because he has
Batista
David Batista,
is about the coolest looking human being, especially when he's younger.
Nick Cage. Yeah, he's such a big deal.
All right, let's check out the GSP one.
It's
Look
me
at the
and-
size of
me and
GSP.
GSP.
though.
And
GSP looks your size. It's so weird.
it's
I
me
mean,
and
his
GSP.
legs are bigger than
Laguna
yours.
Niguel. His calves were huge.
Yeah, but so are his thighs. His thighs are.
He was big all over, and he was like he's broad shoulders, skinny waist,
Built like
big
a chimp,
ass,
right? Like a chimp. Just a.
The nicest guy ever.
How's his? How he's got an apple bottom?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got a real ass on him.
Yeah. The nicest guy ever. But we were there.
And brilliant.
Such a smart guy. Loves history. Loves war. Art of War is his favorite book at the time. I remember. But I like when I forget about this stuff. Like we're always caught up in our world. I forget about all this old school stuff. So he sends me that picture. I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is so old school.
God.
Because I would spend weeks. It was just me and GSP training.
Really?
I moved.
Would you ever? You wouldn't roll with him.
Oh yeah,
Too big?
we'd roll spar.
Really?
Yeah, man.
He's so much smaller.
He's so skilled though and strong. Like he helped me out so much. I went to Montreal. He gave me his blueprint of how to run my camp. I'd go to restaurants with him. And this is peak GSP before he fought Jake Shields. I'd fly to Montreal. I'd stay with him. It was nuts,
A
dude.
true champion. And you would stay with him?
Yeah, true professional.
And what was his
True
mindset? What
professional.
was his mindset before he fought? Was he
Terrified.
He was terrified.
Terrified.
He really? He didn't want to do
So
it.
nervous.
God.
I remember the first time I met him, I came off the Ultimate Fighter house.
Wow.
Right after beating Marcus Jones like that. I beat him to go to the finals. You're in the house for 6 weeks. I finally get out to the real world. It's UFC, I forget what it, maybe UFC 100, whatever. Whenever he fought Thiago Alves. And so I was close with Greg Jackson, and Greg Jackson goes, when you get out, come to the Mandalay Hotel. I'm like, all right. So I go there. My nose is broke. And I go up there.
Your nose was broke
From that fight. Yeah, Marcus Jones kneed me in the nose and broke my nose.
Awful.
So I go to that hotel room. He goes, hey, GSP's in the suite. I got to run down and get some food for him. Can you go up there and just give him company? He's fighting tomorrow. He hates being alone. I'm like, I don't know. Like George St. Pierre? I'm like, at the time, I've never met him. I'm like, I don't fucking know the guy. He's like, just go up there, keep him company. Like, it's like history. I'm like, I don't even know history.
You got a broken nose.
Yeah, I look like shit. So I go up there. And I'm like, George, what's up, dude? And he's like, I'm so fucking scared, Brendan. I'm so fucking scared. I'm like, what? And I'm like, this is GSP. He's like, I'm so fucking, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? I'm so fucking scared. I'm like, I don't know how to help you out here. Now I'm scared. Like, what are we doing?
Do you remember what Greg Jackson said to GSP in that fight with Thiago Alves?
Where he's like, oh, I tore my groin.
I tore my
He's
groin.
like, throw it at him?
And hit him with your groin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need 5 minutes of hell, son.
God, those days, man, it's just monsters. Like, and then when Eric's showing me those pictures, he has a picture of me and John Jones. It's a young John Jones. Like John before all the crazy shit.
Yeah, man.
John's just jacked. He's standing
And did
there
you
like
ever
this.
spar with John? Or
Oh, yeah, all the
you
time.
did?
Yeah.
So when you say spar, what you guys would wrap it up and just kind of move around light?
No.
You wouldn't go crazy.
We go crazy, man.
Oh, you would?
Yeah. Yeah, no one went light.
Because I've seen a lot of like
No
sparring.
one went light back then.
Really?
No,
'Cause
back then.
I've seen that a lot now. But
Now it's a different time. Like,
so back then you guys just got in there and banged.
like we're fighting for our lives.
But you're too big to be going that hard with some guys, right? I mean, it's too small. So
Who?
you had to have been
Who?
GSP and guys.
No, I couldn't hit GSP is too talented. They don't give a fuck, man.
God damn.
It's not like that. Like we'd go full go.
What?
GSP would dip, dodge, and
So
dive.
he's fighting a 235 pound guy. Like
Yeah,
you.
me, Shane. Like GSP didn't
you
give a
hit
fuck.
too hard.
He doesn't get hit, man. That's why he's too good. And John would just mop the floor with everybody, no matter how hard you went.
Oh my God.
He was so good. Still is. Some old school shit.
And
man.
then would you have days where it was just wrestling, just jujitsu, like
Yeah.
just striking?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That shirt too big, huh?
Come on, man.
Like keep going back.
Come on, be
It's
cool.
I'm trying to keep my eyes up
Be cool,
here,
dude. I got to get myself into a sense of flow. I need some calm energy.
Is there steroids in that?
This is my magic mind, bro.
Oh. I do. You know what? That's why you're prickly. You haven't had your magic mind.
I love it. I love the way it tastes. The problem is, it like lasts all day. But the problem is, if I don't do it, I notice it now.
Well, me too, dude. I drink half a cup of coffee in the mornings, and I down a Magic Mind.
Well, it makes
I
your-
guess I'll take a second one.
It makes your
If I
coffee
take a
last.
second one, bro, I turn
Are
to
you gonna
Stephen
do a
Hawkins.
second one now?
I turn
Don't
to
be
Stephen
doing
Hawkins.
2. It's like a 5-hour energy shot.
Yeah. Oh, we're going 10 hours.
No,
today.
don't.
We going
Don't
10.
overdo this shit.
I did down 4 of them on Monday.
You can't do that
No,
much
I,
of them.
I don't. Why
You
not?
are. Don't be extreme, dude.
I
One
have
is
to.
good.
No, but here's the
maybe
thing.
2.
Dude, I had.
But you got to space it
dude,
out.
I had 4 podcasts on Monday. You ever done 4, Brian?
Too much. I would need to.
After 2,
I need to.
you're just not yourself.
Yeah.
Now, thank God I had Schaub show and Big Fight Week with UFC 291, so I can ride with that.
I fucking love
Then
it.
I have Fighting the Kid, right? You can carry that. We can have back and forth. I can do that. Then I had the third show was one-on-one with Luke Thomas that drops Thursday. Luke knows fighting better than anybody, so he can carry that. And then Bradley Martyn, who's on Fight Campaign, was like, "Hey man, my guest dropped out and he needs to do the podcast." I'm like, "Cool,
I love Bradley.
Can you do like Tuesday or Wednesday?" He's like, "No, it has to be today." I'm like, "I have 3 shows." He goes, "Please, bro, I need you. Otherwise, I'm not doing campaign." I'm like, "I'll see you at 2:30."
That's when you need your magic mind.
Bradley's in the news right now because people don't realize they take him so serious. But when he had Nate Diaz on, he was like, "Who do you think would win a street fight between me and you?"
Oh, that's
with Nate
hilarious.
Diaz. Well, and Nate was great about it. He starts laughing. He goes, "Fucking kill you." He's like, "I'll kill you. What are you talking about?" And Bradley's laughing. He had Devin Haney on, the small
I remember-
boxer.
I remember
and he
that.
goes, "Who'd win in a street fight?" Now that one Bradley has more of a chance because he's like, "I'm not talking about boxing. I'm not going to sit back and box him. I'm 40 pounds shredded.
260.
He's
And
huge,
so strong.
and athletic,
And
explosive.
Yeah.
He's like, no, dude, because I was making fun of him. I started the podcast. I'm like, you gotta stop with this shit, dude. You get destroyed. He's like, Devin Haney's tiny. I go, dude, he would light you up. So I told him a story about me fighting this 145 pounder boxer when I was ranked top 10 in the world. The guy destroyed me. I go, and I was
You said to your trainer, you go, I think I'm going to get knocked
top
out.
10 in the world. It would be so embarrassing.
He was catching you in
and like UFC executives. I'm like, what are you doing? I want out.
Was he catching
It was
you?
the worst. Oh, the awful. What?
People don't realize what boxers like.
So I told Brad, like, I'm telling you, dude, he's gonna fuck you up. He goes, dude, I'm not gonna box him. I'll just smother him.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, you'd like do what the Mountain did in Game of Thrones? Like get on top and like crush his face. He goes,
Yeah.
yeah. Street fight. I go, you'd beat Devin Haney then.
Yeah.
I go, but you got to stop this.
Not with and Bradley is Bradley's a competitor. So Bradley in his mind actually thinks he could beat
I told him that's why he's successful.
Nate Diaz.
I said you don't get to where you're at not having self belief.
Yeah.
I go, you're wrong.
But he needs
I go, you're wrong. You need to get humbled.
He needs to roll with someone like Nate to see what happens. He doesn't understand.
But he's not talking about that. He was in an octagon and ring. They'd fuck me up. Talking about street fight. I go, like you're having tables and shit, like boot stomping. He goes, yeah, cars and shit. Like I can pick him up, slam him on the car.
You're gonna get tired. And
I told him Nate would fuck him up, but I said, I'll tell you right now, like the small guys, you don't understand. You wouldn't have time to react, and they can control your body movement. Like you're not gonna be able to pick them up. You don't think everyone tries to pick those guys up when they're first starting out? They get so good at controlling your posture, you're gonna be fucked. They can hold your ankle or something like that. I go, like Mighty Mouse would fuck you up. He fights 125 pounds. He would fuck you up. Street fight, ring, pool. Mighty Mouse fuck you up. He goes, I don't know who Mighty Mouse is. I went, well, that's a problem just to start. I go, he's the best 125 of all time. He would fuck you up.
he's probably 150 walking around.
Maybe 140.
Very short. But I've seen him.
So skilled.
Well, maybe pound for pound the best ever.
Yeah. So there's argument for that.
Yeah.
But I just told him, he goes, that's fine. I'm not talking about that. He goes, I'm talking like Devin Haney. But then
How would Mighty Mouse beat somebody that big though?
get his back, choke him out.
Get his back.
like this.
Get his back and
He could ankle lock him. And Bradley's like, no, I could pull him off. No, you can't. He would break your ankle like you before you even knew it was happening.
Yeah.
He's good at everything. And you wouldn't see it coming. You wouldn't touch him.
People don't
You're not going to get hold of him, his distance, whether it's a car, pool.
Remember when I was boxing and we were with TJ Dillashaw and I just couldn't help it. I go, he's just a lot smaller than me. And I didn't even get that out. And you go, how do you want to lose? How do you want to lose? Just tell me how you want to lose.
Dillashaw? Oh my God.
I'm like, no, you're right. But I think most people.
Bradley needs magic mind.
If you've never rolled, so I was rolling with my buddy Tino, and he's a black belt, not a competitor, a guy built like me, maybe actually a little skinnier. And you know this. He was catching me with a Darce choke from every angle, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck he was doing. I just couldn't figure it out. No matter what I did, I'd get caught.
Nor should you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize. I think if they haven't rolled, they don't realize that there's just you can't cover all the bases.
Bradley's not even talking about. And then Logan Paul went on his podcast and gave a message to Bradley because Bradley was on with Nate Diaz and he goes, I like Jake and Logan. I really like Jake. I respect what he's doing. He goes, I want to see Nate knock him out because I want Jake to become a meme. Well, his older brother Logan heard that and was like, what the fuck are you doing, Brad? Is this for clicks? Like, you're our friend. What are you doing, man? He's like, why would you want my brother to lose and be a meme? Like, that's fucked up. He's like, so you need to be humbled. Which he might be right. He's like, he needs to be humbled. So he goes, Bradley, I will fly you out to Costa Rica or Puerto Rico, where the fuck they live, and you'll spar with me. And I text Brad, I'm like, hey, see Logan? He goes, yeah, I seen it. He goes, I seen it. And I go, are you going to do it? He goes, no, I don't want to box him. I'm just want to straight up fight. He goes, I box him, I get destroyed. He goes, fight though, I have a chance. All right, Doc.
Logan is rolling. Logan's a big kid and athletic.
Not as big as Bradley.
No, but Logan.
But if it was straight boxing, yeah, Bradley's not a boxer. Bradley's talking about just like close the door, let's see how it goes.
I mean, what are we talking about? Are we talking about biting and gouging?
Dude, we're talking about survival, Daddy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like those conversations because then
grabbing.
now we're talking about.
Are there weapons involved? Like,
Yeah,
I said, can you curb you?
It doesn't work. It's like I don't care about that. Okay, I mean, I guess if life and death struggle, what are we talking about? Biting and tearing each other's eyes out? And I guess I that's not what we're talking about.
And then Bradley goes, how would it go, me versus you? I go, come on, bro.
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah. But he goes, part of me, like, obviously I know, dude, I'm trolling, but it's funny how your audience, like the fight audience, gets so upset. I'm like, because the lack of respect is just because you're a big guy.
Freaky athlete and freaky
Very
strong.
freaky. And also has that fire in him where if he focused on it, like Bradley's a beast, dude.
If he focused on it, if he took jujitsu, 1 year of jujitsu, everyone's having a problem. Everyone, when you're that
more than
strong.
a year, but yeah.
Yeah. But
Don't say everyone, but the common person would.
no, I'm saying
Like the black belts?
I think a black belt. I think a black belt.
No.
But I've
It takes
seen
way longer than a year. Way longer than a year.
I don't know, Bob.
No.
When you're that strong with jujitsu, it can kind of like neutralize a lot of shit.
No, not at a high level. We've
Not
had big guys come in.
So Dylan,
they've been around for
he
2
trains.
years.
He trains for a year, and then he rolls with Dylan Dennis after that.
Gets tapped out in 30 seconds. Less than
Even
that.
after a year,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's not enough hours in the day to make up for it.
even when you're that much stronger and bigger.
No, has nothing to do with it. Those guys that leverage, they know the openings. There's not enough hours in the day to cover it. There's just not.
Those
that's
wizards.
all those guys do.
Yeah,
You know, it is what it is. Just takes a lot of time.
yeah,
And that's all those guys do for years. Size, doesn't matter. It's all they do.
Yeah.
They tap you out like that. That's what makes it so special. Otherwise, everybody could do it.
right.
They can't.
Yeah, well, he likes to troll.
That's what he said. He goes, he gets clicks and people get so upset. He goes, I think it's funny.
great.
I was like, yeah, keep doing your thing, man.
But I'm
it's
intrigued
funny.
with his question because he's a beast. You know, it's not like me asking. It's like that guy is crazy strong. Deadlifts what 7 and change.
Sure.
Can dunk a basketball. Do all kinds of crazy shit.
Sometimes that stuff doesn't matter, though, but I hear you.
No, it doesn't.
Like when you guys rolled, you reversed them.
Yep.
What do you think Mighty
didn't-
Mouse would do?
Well, what's funny is that I didn't reverse him, but I could have reversed him.
You put him in the air.
I could have done,
Yeah.
but I was like, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah,
This
it's
is,
spider guard. Yeah, it's
just
just
didn't
not
wanna
his
do it.
language.
I'm not going to get on top. Now we're really going.
He's a good guy, though. He's just
awesome.
doing. Bradley's great. He's funny.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell him. I go, they're just you're going to make mistakes, and
It's everything.
yeah, like that thing where he was riding high on me, and I just kind of went. It was an old school sweep.
Yeah.
And if
did a
if I'd
scissor
really sweeped and
did a scissor
pulled my
sweep,
body over,
yeah.
I would have, and I'm an old man. So think about what Dylan Dennis would do. Because we started talking about that where I was like,
But he always says that. He's like, no, I'm not talking about jiu-jitsu. I'm talking like in the streets of New York if shit went down.
even still,
I was like, yeah, those guys they're versed in it.
it's not
dude.
like they don't know how to do that. Like a good boxer understands distance. Like you're going to come at him and do what?
A straight box, you'd have a better chance. Straight box.
Yeah, but you're going to get punched
smother
really
him.
quickly in the face. You're going to get caught. You are going to get caught. It's going to go like this. Boom, boom, boom. And
When he can avoid it like with a blast double leg where he randomly gets a car and then pick him up and slam him. He's so
but
big.
Then what? Like, it's okay.
With a boxer though?
Oh,
and
a
he's on
boxer's
top
different.
of him.
A boxer's different.
No, I'm
Boxer's
talking. That's why Devin Haney. I'm like, yeah, you probably beat him in a street fight.
Yeah.
Just straight boxing.
Yes.
You can bull
Just
rush him.
ground and pound the fuck out
Yeah.
of him.
You, but just again, you
Yes.
do it with a mountain. You just
Yes.
take your fucking stupid
Yes.
thumbs and push
Yes.
their eyes in.
Yes.
I'd love to do that to you, dude.
Yes. Who?
You. I'd just take my fucking finger. You know how easy it'd be? It'd be like a warm peach.
I know, dummy, but then it's this.
Why you always go for my wiener, dude?
Too late, because that's where I go, Jack.
You go to the wiener?
Yeah, Jack. Oh, I'm turning it. You can't stop that. Isn't that crazy?
If it was a knife?
Yeah.
You're not knife guy.
You don't
That's
know
the other
that,
problem.
man. You don't know that, man. I'm gonna start being knife guy.
Ugh, if that shirt was a medium, I would believe some of it.
It's distracting.
It's distracting because it's a large and
It's
it just doesn't
distracting
fit.
you, bro.
It's baggy and
distracting
you have a wife
you, bro.
beater on. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Got real American History X in here.
Oh, fuck. How am I fucking 56 with this physique? Honestly, dude. And where's the hair under my arms? Why does it look like I have no hair under my arms?
Do you ever?
Yeah.
I shaved.
I can't see
shaved
it.
my chest.
Why?
Because my wife, I was like trimming it. My wife goes, just shave it down, let it grow back. and I was
No,
like,
that's
all right.
nasty. No.
Now I'm fucking.
Your wife's like, can you just shave it down and like just paint your skin black?
Hey, that's a low blow, bro. That's where I draw the line.
Can you just go like, can you do blackface and like dye your skin?
Listen, dude. Look, just because my wife might have dated a couple of black professional athletes does not mean, and I'm
into
fine with it. I'm totally fine with it, as you can tell by my voice. Fucking secure with myself. Dude.
You're jacked, dude.
What the fuck is going on?
Fuck.
Ah!
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, man. Can you put the shirt back on? I see your
I look like a
stupid
Russian
belt.
wrestler.
No, your stupid belt.
Dude, I bought
Oh,
this.
God.
I bought it.
Oh.
Bro, it's a fucking
bring the
mountain
shirt
climbing
back.
belt, bro. Come on, man. It's waterproof. Be cool.
All belts are waterproof.
Be cool, dude. Come on. Be cool, man. Be cool with my belt.
Where'd you get it, man?
What?
Where'd you get it?
I got it at a fucking
They
mountain
sold you on
store
it,
and I
right?
had to buy it. Yeah, I was in Greenville, North Carolina.
I get it.
I went into a store. I
Yeah,
go,
caught.
that's
Yeah,
a
caught
$20
them
belt. I'm going to buy one of those because it doesn't go off when I walk through the airport because I'm
It's
traveling.
not metal there?
No, I mean, it is, but it's not enough.
I prefer those belts that there's no holes.
Yeah, I
You
think
can
it's
just pull it
aluminum,
through.
so I pull it.
Yeah, I like that.
And it just kind of blends in with my tapered waist.
That belt bums me out.
Dude, shut up, man. I want to jump on you right now, but
And I want to do the mountain thing, crush your face in like a bad avocado.
you really couldn't do that to me.
I do it right now.
You act like I don't have any skills.
It wouldn't matter. I would just do it.
No, you couldn't. I would fucking.
The thing is, we can't try because you go blind.
You're not going to do that to me. You can't do it.
All right.
You'd have to use jujitsu to kill me. You're not going to do this shit. You're not going to squeeze my throat. It's never going to happen.
Well, I do jiu-jitsu and then just get in full mount and then just take my
Full mount's not the end of the world for me, honestly. Honestly, it's not the end of the world for me. I can get out of full mount.
Dude, did you see Aaron Hernandez's brother? Could there be a worse family?
I was about to say.
Were they the worst family of all time? Now,
He was planning a school shooting?
but what's
Should I put my shirt back on?
yeah, that belt is worse than your shirt.
My skin is a little white. Now, are those the white chocolate macadamia
Oh, my
nuts?
fave, dude.
Why don't you give me one
Our
of those?
friends at House of Macadamias.
I don't want to chew into the mic, but there's nothing like macadamia.
Sometimes you got to take a little break and just...
Somebody came to my house with some chocolate-covered macadamia nuts,
you
and I
kill
went,
them?
"Get them out of here! Get them out
Why?
of here!"
They're good for you, dude.
Yeah, I know, but the macadamia nuts from House of Macadamia, they got the sugar-free variety.
Oh, I thought you said they came with House of
just enough
Macadamias.
chocolate. I don't know how they get them like this. You're talking about the best nuts on the planet.
Dude, I was talking to little Birdie who works at House of Macadamias. You know they're coming out with a macadamia milk?
Well, now listen.
Put that in your coffee?
I was going to say, know this. I will put that in my coffee every morning.
Every morning.
The problem is,
Not for just the rich. They work with farms, farm-owned, 90 plus farmers.
you see how these are? They're not too sweet, but somehow I think it's a sugar-free chocolate,
No sugar added.
and yet they taste sweet and salty at the same time, and buttery.
Oh, they're nice, dude.
It's ridiculous.
One of a kind.
I cook my
quality nuts.
steak.
Not just for the rich anymore.
Try your steak using the virgin
Macadamia nut. You said olive oil, right? You stupid.
Try your steak using the macadamia nut.
But
oil.
olive? Are we selling olives right now?
No, there is a true buttery flavor, and it has a high smoke point, which means you can heat it up, and it just makes the steak delicious.
They are good. I like the macadamia, the 45% macadamia
Bro.
nut bars, the variety pack. Here's what we're going to do for you guys. We're going to give the Special Fighting Kid Army for limited time. You're getting a free box of 45% macadamia snack bars, one of each flavor, when you visit houseofmacadamias.com/TFAK. Plus, you get 20% off your entire order with that code TFAK. You get 20% off the chocolate covered vanilla.
I'm gonna be honest,
the regular
dude.
chocolate.
I
the Nibian.
I
salted.
avoided the white chocolate. I love the
'cause it's
regular
white?
chocolate. Yeah, but these might be my new favorites.
They're delicious.
This might be my new favorite.
houseofmacadamias.com/TFAK. You get 20% off your entire order, plus a free box of 45% macadamia snack bars, one of each flavor.
Tastes
You're
like
welcome.
chocolate chip cookie dough. Well, tell you something, buddy. Nootropics. You want something for your brain? Alpha Brain.
I could use it.
You want something for your sleep? New Mood. You want something for your digestion?
But Alpha
Health.
Brain's not just the stuff you see at Whole Foods or Walmart, just your traditional Alpha Brain. They got Alpha Brain Instant, Alpha Brain Black Label, Alpha Brain Focus Shot, Alpha Brain Pre-Workout, Alpha Brain all over, Daddy.
It's the flagship of On It. You want the best supplements on planet Earth, obviously.
They got
you go to
pre-workout
On It.
for you. They got post-workout. They got Warrior Bars, protein powders, creatine, streaming fitness. They got it all.
They got
Go to
you.
onit.com/FATK. You save 10% off the entire site. You're welcome. onit.com/FATK.
Now that's
So Aaron Hernandez's brother arrested for allegedly planning school shootings, and his plan was to shoot up ESPN because they live in Bristol, right? And ESPN headquarters at Bristol, so he wanted to shoot up ESPN too. But on social media, he made several threats, like a lot of threats. They took him down, but they made several threats. That's why they finally went to him. So in July, several individuals reported that BPD, the DJ, that's his name, had acted erratically and sent alarming text messages. One of them mentioned plans involving taking lives if certain conditions weren't met. DJ's ex revealed that he skipped his court date and went to Brown University and UConn, where he played football at. Reportedly entering class, he played football there. Reportedly entering classrooms and buildings.
He's not well.
Planning campus school shootings.
They put, "Will I kill? Absolutely. I've warned my enemies, so pay up front." Everyone's like, "What are you talking about?"
He warned them that he was on foot, armed, and if we approach him, he will kill us all. Okay.
He began yelling, "Shoot me!" Now, I think they come from. They tased him. I think they come from family abuse. Their dad was abusive. So I think if you mix in the dark history of your childhood being abused, then probably maybe a splash of CT and just being bad people, you get the perfect storm there.
Yeah,
This is awful.
That family's
illness cocktail.
Yeah, he worked at one school after he finished school. I think he worked at either Brown or Connecticut, and he played at one of the schools.
He played at UConn.
So, but he's going for those two schools. Like, they owe him something.
They played at UConn. They say ESPN owes him if they don't give him the royalties from his brother.
Yeah.
It's just he's just acting erratic.
And he said his ex, he's like, doesn't want to shoot her, but she's in the way, she'll get shot too.
Oh, so here's one of his texts. It says chilling text. UConn program is going to pay unless I have a package deal. They make sense. And I get my estate and every single thing I've worked for. They're like, what are you talking about? The coaches and university officials want to be selfish and select about shit. Well, I am too. They are going to get surprised. You continue to love you. I would recommend remain away from there because when I go out, I'm taking down everything. I don't give a shit who gets caught in the crossfire. I've died for years now, and now it's other people's turn. That makes sense. I'm prepared to give my life, so if I don't need to see you on the outside, no, I love you. Not all shootings are bad, I'm realizing. Terrible. Some are necessary for change to happen.
God dang. He's obviously schizophrenic. You know? Schizophrenia affects men in their 20s and 30s mostly.
So we're good?
Yeah, we are. But that's the rambling of a paranoid schizophrenic, unfortunately.
So
because it doesn't make sense. Because if you sat down, you're like, when you say package deal, what are you referring? You think they owe you something?
He's not.
What?
He's not. He's not in his right
No.
mind. They came from a very troubled childhood.
The dad abused him. Yeah, I suppose the dad was really strict. The dad was jacked too, and a star football player.
He was, and he was just abusive, huh?
I guess. Bring it up, Chin. Have you watched the documentaries? Lifetime's like, will you play Aaron Hernandez in this? I'm like, no.
No.
I'm not the guy.
You know, they said something to the effect of,
I'll just do the gay scenes.
I've heard something, beaten
Right?
and sexually abused as a child.
that's Aaron Hernandez, which most likely his
Think
brother
about
was
that.
too.
Often beaten by his father. Oh, had a sexual relation with a high school quarterback. Oh, man.
And then also, probably bisexual. He was molested as a kid, it says.
Well, so this is something I've talked about before, but sometimes when you say bisexual, like when you're abused as a child by a man or an older boy, you can be a straight boy. But when you are at a very delicate part of your sexual development and your psychological development, something can happen where you get abused, okay? And it feels, you don't know what's happening and it actually feels good, like the feeling of it. And they say that those boys,
Mouth to mouth.
those boys grow up to be men and they're straight, they have a wife, and sometimes they deviate and they go and find some male
their childhood-
hooker or whatever,
from
yeah,
their childhood
to
trauma.
kind of relive that. And that's what might have been going on with him, where his wires got confused and crossed. And either way, that's what happens when children are abused. They say a lot of women that put on a lot of weight, they were sexually abused.
Because I put
I'm afraid that sexual abuse of children and developing teens is so much more rampant than we can even imagine. And I was thinking about this too, like, sometimes when you're successful in life, you should be grateful and feel lucky because you didn't choose your genetics, you didn't choose your parents, and you didn't choose not to have that trauma. That was just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
And there are people that get destroyed, man. And there are also people that go through it and they come through it. But if you're not taught
that's
how
why,
to
like
navigate
with
that.
my kids, I know I'm strict, and they'll probably be mad. But I was telling my girl about this. I'm not trying to make light of it. There's humor and everything. But my son wanted to have a play date with his buddy who's on the baseball team. He's like, Dad, can I go over there? I go, no. He goes, Dad, I'm telling you, we're gonna have a pool. They're gonna have a pool party. They live a mile away. Can we go? I go, no. I don't know the parents. He goes, but we know, the mom. Like, I don't know if there's an uncle there. And I don't know that mom well enough to have her be in charge of you swimming. And you're okay. I don't play that shit, bud. It's just not happening. Pros, cons.
They can come here.
That's why I always go, you can invite them here and the parents come over here because then it's on my watch. I'm on it. But I don't know them. I don't know if they're on it like I am.
Yep.
I'd say, because something happens to you, dude, you're changed forever.
Yep.
That uncle who I don't know touches your wiener, like you're screwed for life, dog. And then it's on me. I said, you might be mad now. When you're 21, I'm looking and go, but did you get molested? Dad was doing it right, dude.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
But did you get molested? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you get molested?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
What's up, Daddy?
Yep.
I don't do play dates, no sleepovers, never.
No,
Till you're 18,
that's
no sleepovers.
where that shit happens.
Yeah, so always some weird uncle or some shit at the house crashing on the couch, staring at my kids'
And
ass.
one of the things that's so important for any kind of trauma is laughter. And I'll be at the Ontario Improv this Friday, Saturday. Yeah. And if you, and if
10% off if you got molested.
Well, if you've got
I'm just
trauma,
trying to get back here,
I'm
dude.
saying comedy can really take your mind off things.
Yeah, 10% off.
I never said 10% off, but yeah.
Well, I'm just spitballing ideas here.
Okay, I understand.
Did you get molested? 10% off.
I'll be at the Ontario
you
Improv
gotta
this
prove it.
Friday, Saturday. Got to prove it. See how seamlessly I work that in?
I like it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of that bullshit.
Bryan,
but
count that
Friday
out.
at the Ice House, it's almost sold out. If you got molested, come, I guess. But either way,
You're not
I'm there,
saying.
Schaub and friends. We have 20 tickets left, me and my buddies. And then Phoenix, Arizona, 2 shows, 1 magical night, dude. August 11th, stand up live. Then I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, eating all your barbecue and farting. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is open up for me. August
know that.
17th, yeah.
Congrats.
Then I'm in Ohio, Liberty Township, and then Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, by the way, August,
dude, Covina.
yeah, Covina, September 8 and 9. Brendan
bunch of
Schaub,
biker
Bryan,
gangs are
Callen.
going to be there.
Now, August 3 to 5, I'm at Cap Cities in Austin, and Joe Rogan is going to open for me.
Nice.
That's the rumor.
You set me up for failure, dude.
All right.
Because I'm going to come out and be like, where the fuck's Rogan?
Yeah,
But he's too busy.
too busy.
They sent me.
Too busy.
Boo! Shave your head.
Get him out there. It's going to be fun.
I'll just go, I got molested. Be cool.
Yeah, be cool, dude.
You never got, and no one tried
Oh, I
to touch
got
your wiener?
molested. Oh, yeah. Got molested 3 times by the
Yeah.
same guy. Actually, and then I got, but I went and told my mom. It wasn't, to be honest with
After
you,
the
it wasn't
third time you
traumatic
told your
to
mom?
me. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on.
How old
And I
were
was
you?
like probably 9 or 10. And I was like, what? This doesn't make sense. I woke up and his hands were down my pants. And then my friend Donnie
this
told
that
me
camp
that
counselor?
yeah, my friend Donnie said he sucked his dick. And I went, what? I go,
Donnie got
I got
it
it. And he
worse.
goes, no, I don't want to tell anybody. I go, I'm telling my mom. And I went right to my mom. My mom told the camp director. Then they
nothing
interviewed
happened?
me. He got moved. This was in 1980 or 79 or 78.
Probably the 70s. right?
1978, probably, I think. Yeah, it was probably 78, 70, might have been 77. And I remember
Damn, dog, I didn't
my
got
mom
molested.
told me that his wife, who was the arts and craft teacher,
Always
said,
is.
"Oh God," they said, "Hey, he's been doing this," and she goes, "Oh God, he's up to that stuff again." That's what she said.
That was the 70s, dude.
Yeah.
You guys were wild.
Yes, and then they just got sent on their merry way. You know.
Hey, question. 3 times, though? So you told your mom after the 3rd time or the
Well,
first time?
we would go on camping trips. So the camp counselor would take a bunch of boys to camp trips, and this is what I remember.
See?
We
And
went
how old were you?
I don't know, like probably 11,
See, my kid's not going on that.
10, 11, 12, younger than 12. And I remember my buddy John was a muscular kid. We were naked. We had been skinny dipping. And he went like this to us. We were standing there and he goes, and there's a bone. And he was telling us about something. And he goes, there's a bone right here. And he reached under my friend John, right in front of
Grabbed his
us.
taint?
Nope. And touched his taint with his finger. There's a bone right under here.
I mean,
And we all went, that was
true.
weird that he touched you there. And that was when we started thinking. And then I said, I woke up and I think he was touching my wiener.
you got a handful.
Yeah. And so he was one of those pedophiles, though, Like he couldn't catch a ball. I remember I threw a ball at him and he went like that. He was built like a pear, and he was really sweet. He wasn't like one of those horrible predators who, like those sadistic predators. He was more like this. He was like that man boy love or something. He was like a
still a predator.
Yeah, but he's a pedophile. Yeah. So I don't really have much. I don't have my feeling about pedophiles. You wouldn't want me in charge because they wouldn't be around anymore.
Yeah.
But he was.
Says everybody. Yeah.
He was one of those guys who was like, he was in love. Like one of those gentle pedophiles.
You sound like a real victim right now, dude.
No, man. I wasn't. I went right to my mom. I was like,
after the third time, though, that's my problem, dude. You got molested 3 times. The third time, you finally spoke up. I got touched 3 times until I was like, this doesn't make... I was like, you wake up, you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? I remember that. Because what I started doing is I started avoiding going on the camping trips. We would go on canoe trips. It'd be an overnight thing. You'd go on Lake Winnipesaukee. Never happening until my son's 18.
Well, when your son's 14, he can do it.
Nah.
Yeah, 14.
I mean, if he's like 6 foot, maybe.
He'll be fine. 14, he's going to be a tough kid.
I'm going to scare the shit out of him.
Now, Britain, I don't know if you know this, but the upper classes of Britain used to send their children away to boarding school as young as 6. As young as 6.
I don't get how you do it. Just bad parenting.
I mean,
you're just trying to get rid of your kid.
This was the upper class. Now, what happens in those boarding schools was that everybody, the upperclassmen, molest the younger classmen. The teachers, the clergy, everybody was fucking the boys.
Jesus Christ.
So the sexual abuse of the upper crust of England was very real, very rampant, and by the way,
and they just don't talk about it
to this day.
And they just don't talk about it.
They don't talk about it, and also, I would have you know, I have been in situations with blue bloods when they get drunk.
Who's a blue blood?
Blue bloods are like the aristocrat.
Oh, gotcha.
And when they get drunk, one of the guys, where they're getting drunk, one of the guys, like I was here on a couch with my buddy, and he kind of surfed over me and rubbed his body, and his dick kind of hit my shoulder, and I was like, that's weird. I don't know that guy.
How old were you?
Grabbed 50. 48.
Well, that's just him hitting on you, bro.
And my buddy goes, oh, typical upper class Brits. They get gay when they get drunk. I go, what do you mean?
He's a little too cool about this.
I go, they when they go away to boarding school, they've all been, indoctrinated.
Jesus.
Sorry if I'm speaking out of turn, Britain, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's an unwritten, that'll come out. Mark my words, that'll come out. See if it already has come out. Look
while you're looking for that chin, let me take a piss while you're looking for it.
Look up Eton Academy.
Damn, Bryan got molested a bunch, bro. Yeah. Like last week you got molested.
Yeah. I'm not making light of molestation for sure.
In the UK, and you said, what about it? Molestation?
Look up Eton Academy in England. It's the
molestation claims.
I just want to see if there's been any...
Former Eton teacher jailed for sexual offenses against pupils.
There you go.
There's a bunch of articles. There's another one under it. Oh no, that's the same.
Yeah, there's always that stuff, but it happens rather than with the teachers. It probably happens a lot with pedophile Eton college
rape culture.
Yeah, to use. There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
There's a lot of that stuff. The boys, because they would be separated by sex, and it was the boys that was the. Aristocrat unveils the extent of sexual abuse at Eton. There you go. Mm-hmm. See. Has helped to shed light on the extent of rape and sexual abuse in the exclusive public school, Eton. And when they say public, in Europe, that means a private school, I believe. Robert Montagu, the son of the 10th Earl of Sandwich, described how he stopped the young boy at the school from committing suicide after he was raped by 2 prefects. In fact, he was so concerned for the young victim that he kept in touch with him all night via a walkie-talkie. Unfortunately, these types of incidents are nothing new at elite public schools such as Eton, according to Mr. Montagu. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to say that word, but yeah.
Yep.
What is
young boys act as slaves to the older ones.
What is up with that weird, like, older to younger, like you hear it in, like, football teams, wrestling teams. There's, like, hazing that gets accused of sexual assault and stuff. Like,
I'm sorry?
Like, what does that mindset come from of, like that hazing?
My feeling and my guess is it's probably men who are older who already have sexual attraction for boys, And I also think anytime you have a group of men, when it's a large group of men, typically the most aggressive, asocial, and violent take over.
You still
And they'll
talking about
do
getting
all kinds of
molested?
stuff. Yeah,
Brian's like, oh, I remember in '79, dude.
yes,
Another time.
So if you meet anyone who speaks the Queen's English, they probably had some experience with.
You got molested at 50 too, bro. You just gay at that point. Like, you did nothing to fight it.
I did not. I did not do anything. Well, I was rather taken aback
Sound like Terry Crews right now.
when
bro.
his rather well coiffed pants brushed against my
Chin. Anyone ever try to rub their old cockatiel on your face?
No, but I think I told this before, the story where there's a guy who was working at a church.
Oh yeah.
And me and my friends would skateboard. He would always ask us to come over and talk to us about God. Took us to his backyard and did a, what do you call
Barbecue?
it? With water?
No, he just purified you.
What's it called though?
Sage?
Baptism, yeah.
A baptism,
He
yeah.
baptized us. And that was the closest thing.
But nothing didn't touch you?
No, he felt weird though. My parents, and he was a smoker.
Maybe he just
This
kind
guy
of
sounds like a good
baptized.
time.
Well, I mean, when you want to baptize a bunch of prepubescents, I
This
wonder.
guy sounds like a good time.
Trying to save you from going to
Yeah,
hell.
slip and slide? No. This guy sounds like a good time.
He lived with his mom.
My friend was watching you. He takes those dip things and he
Yeah.
watched you put 5 in your mouth.
Yeah.
And he goes, how is he alive? I
I'm
was
not
like, what do you mean?
pussy. What's your friend's name?
Mark.
Well, Mark. I'm not pussy, right? And I didn't get molested.
But that's a lot.
That's whatever, dude. KG, anyone ever
No.
try to rub your cocktail?
My mom was very much like you, especially after my brother passed. She didn't let me like leave the house.
Yeah, my kids can be as mad as they want, but when they're turning around, I look at them and go, but did you get molested? It could be a shirt. But did you get molested? What's up, daddy?
I mean, your vigilance is not
I'm
lost.
on it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go. You can, the number one rule, no sleepovers unless it's over here. No exceptions.
Yeah. Yeah. I would,
And no story time with Uncle Bryan, because you have some sympathy for these molesters. He was a nice guy, man. Cute eyes.
you're not very confrontational. If I was your teacher.
No teacher ever hit on me. Also, my teachers were warlocks. They didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
They were kicking out.
Boy, I always had a fantasy of a couple teachers of mine.
I never had any good-looking teachers. It's a real shame.
Man, this guy, Mr. McGee.
We just found out you're gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
He had a real heavy
my
mustache.
science teacher, Mr. Davis, man. Oh, I used to jack it.
There was this girl I knew who loved hairy men. My friend was very hairy, and she goes, "Oh my God, his legs." I go, "You like that? So weird." She goes, "Yes." And I go, "Why?" She goes, "I just love a big, giant guy with hair all over his body." I said, "Why?" She goes, "I think it's because when I was a student, I was like, and I had a teacher who was like, he had these wrists and this big watches, and he was just really hairy,
Teen
and he
Wolf.
smelled so good, and I thought he was like just so hot, and it was like when I was becoming sexual, I was like, I can't fucking hear this shit.
Yeah, that stuff happens.
Oh God.
You start to try to grow out your hair.
She goes, "So you like a guy you can't even see his skin?" She goes, "Yes, I just like a fucking caveman."
Good Armenia, girl.
Man. Well, remember Orlovsky when he first got in UFC? He had hair.
When I
he was
fought
a
him, he had
wolf
hair on
man.
his shoulders.
Oh yeah, he's got hair on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Then he started.
Guys.
When he first came onto the scene, he
Oh,
was
he's like a werewolf.
a werewolf.
He shaved that shit, though, once he got more famous.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Chin?
All right. Well, quick question for Brian.
Does this episode gonna get flagged all the time?
I don't.
or-
We'll see, man. But
Oh.
Brian, do you normally, when you're a kid, take skinny dipping? Because I don't think I've ever swam naked as a kid with friends or anything.
Well, this was in the 70s, Bob.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, was it normal back then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chin's
skinny
asking, did you and your gay friends always
They're too
skinny
young to
dip?
be.
Yeah, there was no. But when you went to camp, I went to summer camp. My parents were overseas, so I had to go to summer camp. I didn't see my parents.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I went to boarding school, and then I would go to summer camp. But before that, I would go to summer camp too, because we'd come to the States, and it was either stay at my grandparents.
But
or do
whose
nothing.
idea was it to skinny dip all the time? Was that you, buddy? That's what we're trying to
No,
get the
no.
nitty-gritty
When
of.
you were on a camping trip or whatever, everybody would just take their clothes off and
Did you
jump
not
in the
have
water.
shorts?
I don't know.
You did, though, because you're on a camping
I
trip.
guess
so
we did, but we just got naked
That's the problem. Right?
because we weren't showering. We probably jumped in the lake and we just
you know,
got all
pedophiles
naked.
call that you chum in the water.
Yeah, but none of us thought about it really.
That's the problem.
Looking back, though, there was a kid who was
Yes.
really gay, and we thought he was just super sensitive, and we used to like make fun of him, but not in a bad way. Like he
Probably not in a
cried.
good
He
way.
cried because his parents weren't coming the day he thought they were. And we were
Aw,
like,
this poor kid.
We were like, we didn't know though. We just thought he was being too sensitive.
He missed his mom and dad, you piece of shit.
We were like, don't be
You're like,
a
don't be a
baby.
bitch. Come skinny dip.
He was super feminine. Yeah. And
Yeah, and then you guys kept
No, he wouldn't
taunt
take.
him
He
with skinny
wouldn't. He
dipping.
wouldn't jump in the water naked.
Yeah, because he's a good guy. And you guys are, let's skinny dip all the
Well,
time.
if you're
you know
with
what?
a,
You were asking for it.
if
That's
you're
what
with a
doing.
bunch of us guys, we're boys, and we're all naked, and you're like, I don't want to. We would have roasted you.
For sure.
Take your
You know what
fucking
you are?
pants
You're a
off.
cock tease. You're like, can you believe that guy grabbed my junk? Yeah, dude, because you're constantly rubbing in his face, jumping into the
Well,
pool
you
naked.
got a bunch of boys naked, and that's a pedophile's dream. We didn't know, but of course he's a pedophile. That's why he was a camp counselor. Why would you spend your summer making no money as
Some
a
people
camp
love
counselor?
kids, so you can't do that.
Sure, they do. I love kids, but they're also
If I had some
boring.
free time, I'd do
They're
a
also
camp counseling.
If it's my own kid,
But as soon as they're like, we want skinny dip, I'm like, whoa, no.
typically I'm not. Look, people who work with children, especially disadvantaged children, they're saints. They're great. God bless you.
Yeah, you're
They're awesome.
bad apples, though,
I don't
that
want to
just
say
do
yeah,
it so they can
but
take
I do.
advantage.
But I do think, just like with the priesthood, there are pedophiles, there are predators.
Oh, yeah, because they know that's the...
Who go? That's a great way for me to get mine, and they get themselves in those positions, which is of course why you have to have all kinds of background.
Let's
checks.
just be straight up 100% here. You made it pretty easy for that pedophile, though, skinny dipping all the fucking time. That's on
Yeah.
you, bro.
You think? Are you blaming the kid now?
I'm blaming you.
Well, I was only
56-year-old
I was
Bryan.
9.
Yeah, but you kept skinny dipping, dude.
But I didn't know. I'm not an adult.
Like, Mr.
It wasn't-
Rogers.
It wasn't like I was 28
We're
years
jumping
old.
in the pool
I
again.
wasn't 28 with a shaved body. Oops.
Oops.
Forgot my bathing suit.
What do you got, Chin?
All right.
All I'm saying is make it more difficult.
Yeah, make it a little more difficult. How about this?
Ronnie James
We
suffers
were just
cardiac
talking
arrest
about him with our boy.
during a USC workout. And there's like people talking about certain things. I'm sure you guys know. about
Elon
this.
Musk came out and said
What,
it's
like
'cause the
myocarditis?
vaccine,
Yeah.
This is my, again, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just think, is it okay can we look into it? Like, I don't think you're anti-vaxxer. Like, we have heard the myocarditis is a side effect.
Myocarditis just means inflammation, but it's
Yeah, but it's a
inflammation of the
problem.
heart.
Like, can we just? I'm not saying that all vaccines are bad. Can we just look into it and you don't call me far right anti-vaxxer?
Yeah.
Is it okay to say that?
No, you can't.
Is it
because then they go
weird
after
that
you.
all these athletes and young kids that a lot of them have the common denominator that they got the vaccine and they're having issues now? That's all right. It saved a lot of people's lives and there's a side effect and this is one of them.
Well,
Sometimes
I
it
don't know if
happens.
you saw RFK Jr. talking about. He was in front of Congress. He goes, I got a flu vaccine every year for 20 years. All my kids are vaccinated. I stuck to every vaccine.
Yeah, he's not-
timetable."
the
He's not
anti-vax is the
anti-vax. He
media
said-
trying to
He said, I
shame
just
him.
didn't get the COVID one.
Yeah, correct.
And he was asking questions. So
I think it's
But-
okay to ask questions.
like-
And then if a legit doctor who's not on the left, not on the right comes out and is like, we looked into it, it's actually a different condition, that would help everybody.
Yes.
But to just be silent, like, no, it's something else.
well, that ain't holding water anymore.
You'll be transparent.
This isn't holding it water anymore. You guys, you guys kept my kids out of school for 2 years, and you ruined business after business after business. And we'd like some answers. We still don't know the origins.
and they take no accountability.
None.
That's the issue.
None.
There's no
And-
transparency.
And as a result, fuck you, and fuck you twice.
That's horrible for Bronny James.
And that's what kind of really got me. Anyway, we won't talk about it.
no. But for Bronny
Let's keep
James,
it light,
that's terrible.
guys.
man.
Just
Let's
there-
keep it light.
there's like a-
But he's
just-
okay now.
He just got the
right?
SC, but if he has a heart condition, that could really affect his career.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, so he's out of the ICU. I think he's still in the hospital, but out of intensive care. And there was a very popular YouTube doctor. I'm not sure what kind of doctor he is. He does a lot of MMA stuff when people break their bones and stuff like that. He was saying that this could potentially be a career ender unless they find exactly what caused it and they can kind of regulate it. But
The problem is
if they can't find it, he's risking
But
his life
here's the
every
problem,
time.
Tim. We're in such a political climate. Like, let's say
They're not gonna say that,
it'd be
though,
the rare circumstance where it was from the vaccine.
Yeah.
We will never find that out. They don't want to admit to it. So then this kid loses his career because they don't want to admit that maybe the vaccine did do this. We will never find out. His family won't find out because they know that would blow the roof off. The problem is maybe he's the outlier and he suffers from this because of the vaccine. He's the outlier. Doesn't mean the vaccine's bad. He's just the outlier. They don't want that
I
getting
think
out.
a better way to say it is this: there are a lot of scientists who are immunologists, vaccinologists, and who study this, who would agree, who would agree with some of the things you're saying.
Oh, but I'm saying I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's knock that off so you can. Because the right's running with this, which isn't good.
Yeah.
The left is running with this, going, no, it's not that. But if it was transparent,
I think what somebody said something when you say the science, you're saying it's all settled. Science is never settled. So don't say the science as if you have all the truth. We are learning as we go and stay open. Now let's change subjects because I saw a movie I want to talk about.
oh shit,
and it was
you have
good.
Horrible taste. Oh, you say Barbie?
I did. It cracked me up.
Say that on Crowder. Let me know how it goes for you.
But it cracked me up.
Do this on Crowder.
It was really creative and funny. Ryan Gosling's hilarious.
But you're a cock.
No.
Yeah, no. I've heard the stories about that show that like, he's pushing this weird.
Not
woke
really.
agenda.
No, it's not really. They say it was like there is a trans.
No, I saw
Barbie.
some of the
There's a
Barbies.
trans
No, I saw some of the Barbies. Definitely is.
But it's tongue in cheek, and I have to say,
I heard they make the male look all stupid.
But they do. But it's Ken. But I have to say, it was super creative and super funny. And people who are up in arms about it, it's the wrong fight to have. It was actually super creative. It was actually hilarious and really well done and weird and smart funny.
That movie's for people like you, right?
No.
Right? That movie's for you.
No, I'm telling you, there's a reason it's crushing at the box office.
Well,
It's
of course,
crushing.
every woman's seeing it.
But it's funny. I'm telling you, it's funny. She's Margot
great.
Robbie's the best movie star maybe ever. I mean, she's incredible.
You know what? You're too hype right now.
And our
You just
boy,
saw it.
bring up our boy's body.
Bring up Ken. What is the Ken doll? Yeah.
Bro, look at his body, but he's so funny in it.
Yeah, small guy. Hey.
Small?
He's small.
No, he's 6 foot.
No, not even close.
What?
No.
No.
Small, yeah.
Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Every bit of 6
feet. You think
Bubba.
he can dance and shit like that?
Bubba, every bit of 6 feet.
I bet she's not even 6 foot on Wikipedia, on Google.
How tall do you think he is?
5'9"?
Oh, come on. You got to give me more than that, Bubba. He's got to be.
I don't think so.
I think he's 6 feet. Nice and shredded, right?
I'm a fan.
Oh, he's
I love him in
hilarious.
La La Land. That's his best performance.
You got to see him in
That's
this.
real talent.
You gotta
I won't
him.
see this, Brian. 'Cause I'm not a cuck.
You gotta
Hey, let me
see
ask you
it.
this though. Who'd you go with? Didn't go with your buddies, did you?
I didn't go
Oh,
with my
you went
buddies.
with your skinny dipping buddies, right?
No,
No. Who'd you go with? No other guys, right?
Come on.
You went with 3 women?
Be cool, bro. I went with my lady and a couple friend of ours.
There you
And
go.
The girls were the ones who took us there.
There you go.
And they dressed in pink. Look, bro.
There you go.
Be
And
cool,
you
man.
got out. You're like, that was. I know men say this movie's bad, but it's so good, right?
Look.
it was so creative.
Be cool.
Barbie.
Bro, be cool, man. I just went to see it with some people, and yeah, there were a lot of girls there.
Yeah. And you didn't want to see Oppenheimer?
I did want to see Oppenheimer, but
That's
I'm
how I
glad
know
I
you
saw
skinny
Barbie.
dip, bro. Because you could have saw Oppenheimer, which is history, or Barbie.
Oh, come on, be cool, man. Just please see the movie.
You know what? It would take so much. Like, I want to see Oppenheimer. I only go to the movies with my kids, man. So until it comes out on demand, I don't see anything.
I mean,
Sure as fuck not Barbie, you cuck.
no,
And then you're trying to pitch
no, please.
the rest of us to see it,
No,
dude.
guys, please. Just hear me
You're a
out.
goddamn government spy,
Guys,
bro.
no, hear me out. Listen, it's a very funny movie. And it's hard to, it's hard to argue with that kind of creativity. It's crushing. It's crushing, dude. It's crushing. I didn't see Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, my kids love that movie. That movie's
I think-
great. The movie's great.
And Will Ferrell's in it. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, dude.
Bro, please. I'm
I
begging.
only have so many hours in a day. I'm not wasting
I'm
my
begging
life on
you.
that. No. I've never liked Barbie.
No, I know. I haven't either. I wouldn't have seen it, but I'm glad I did.
You're a gay man, dude. I've never seen
And
it.
one of the things is like Barbie takes it from both sides. Takes it from the feminists, takes it from the girls, both sides.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And Oppenheimer 3 hours long. I'm out.
Ooh, that's a long one.
I'm out.
I hear very good though.
I heard it's so good.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. straight up came out and was like, "This is the best movie I've ever."
Do you know
been
what
part
it's
of."
about?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Oppenheimer came up with the bomb that dropped fucking on Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Manhattan
I
Project.
mean, you're not hanging out with
Manhattan
your
Project.
dumb friends.
All
That's
right,
all
bro.
Barbie. Do you know what Oppenheimer is even about? You see Barbie though.
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
And I think Barstool posted a map of the cities that more people saw
Oh, yeah.
Oppenheimer than Barbie. That's how I'm like, oh, those are educated cities. If you have a choice between Oppenheimer and Barbie,
Yeah.
that's how you know you cock, right?
No, Barbie was shockingly.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Do this on Crowder. Do it to Crowder. Please, Crowder, please watch this.
I'm going to.
Light him up.
August. I'm not on until August 7th, but we'll get on there.
That'd be good for you, dude. Do it on there.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that up because you know it's going to
Bring it up on Rogan.
because the right can't stand the movie because they talk about the patriarchy and stuff. But they're not. It's not the fight to have. It's not the hill to die on.
Well, you're dying on a hill, you piece of
Whoa,
shit.
what do we got here now? Hold on, what's this?
Oh, what's this, Chin? Make sure you delete
yeah,
all that.
Of course. So your boy, both of your friends, you're friends with Donald Cerrone.
Yes.
And I guess,
Dude, this is old news. Cerrone came on Fight Campaign and said he wants to fight Andrew Tate. He said Joe Schilling's been trying to fight him forever, but he always ran from those two.
No,
So
he
let me
doesn't
play
want
this real
those
quick.
guys.
This is Adam22 and
Aiden Ross.
and they're talking to Andrew Tate here. And there's Andrew, or what do you call it?
Is this recent?
This is not that
7 days ago.
7 days.
Hanging out with the UFC fighter Donald Cowboy Cerrone, and he pulled up some old Andrew Tate kickboxing matches
On the companion. That's what he's talking about.
and did a pretty good job of making the point of
Why not give me credit?
I'd like to believe my record stands for itself.
That was on my show.
88 fights, 4-time world champion. I fought a bunch of rules, including MMA, and I'm very confident in my abilities. As for Cerrone, didn't McGregor finish him pretty quick? If he thinks I can't fight, then if he wants to tell me to my face and kick my ass, he's welcome to try. And I strongly believe he would regret that decision, and that's as far as I need to take it.
Listen, I like Andrew Tate. People making fun for his boxing record, something like that. I mean, Cerrone would fuck him up. Don't get it twisted. Cerrone would fuck Andrew Tate up. And I think Cerrone's just going after him because he's so famous. Like, they wouldn't be going after him if he wasn't this big name. But I know Joe Schilling was trying to fight him for years. And he just,
No.
just never happened. You don't want a part of Joe Schilling.
You don't want a part of
You don't want
Joe
Cowboy and Schilling. You don't want them
you don't
problems.
want those guys.
But if
You don't
I'm
want those
Andrew,
problems.
I'm Andrew Tate. Who gives a fuck? I'm like, who said that? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it's such a bad example. Didn't he get knocked out with Conor McGregor? What? Yeah, Conor? Yeah, he did though.
Yeah.
Like Joe Schilling, he didn't fight. Like you look at his record, you see the guys they fought. It is what it is.
Yeah. But
don't want those
Tate
problems,
legit fighter. Legit
Yeah.
World champion.
Yeah.
So Donald Cerrone made this video yesterday.
So where is Andrew's still on house arrest over there? He's doing
Yes.
So he's
Wait,
doing
what'd you say?
Interviews. He's in house arrest doing interviews
Yeah.
from Romania.
Yep.
He's got big problems. He's got some big problems. I think that is a real. I am not optimistic about his.
I am, because the girls that did it came out and said that they were coerced into doing it and got paid. So that helps them out.
Did they say that recently?
No, it's been out for a while.
Because it's
Oh
like
God, you watch a hit
80
piece?
page-
Do you watch this after Barbie?
No, it's
God, dog. Who are you, bro?
it's an.
I think
80
Andrew's in a lot of trouble. Go see Barbie, guys.
No, don't.
Wow, dude.
No, that's a bad
Crowder,
impression of him.
fire him.
No, that's a bad impression.
But Crowder, fire your friend.
No, dude, please.
He's going against Andrew Tate, and he wants you to. He's promoting Barbie. No. Think of your life right
No,
now,
I'm
dude.
just saying. Dude, please. I'm just.
He's in a lot of trouble.
Dude, you're heated
Who'd you
up.
get your news from?
Dude,
CNN?
your jets are hot right now. Please.
CNN tells you he's in a lot of trouble. It's just
Dude.
that Romania bullshit.
Dude, stop turning me into a power bottom. I'm just saying, bro. Let me just be cool. Be cool. You're heated up right now. Your jets are fired. They're firing on all cylinders.
I forgave you with the skinny dip stuff, and
Right.
then this.
Look, bro, I'm feeling a little sensitive right now. Like, look, I'm just saying.
He's in a lot of trouble.
I think
really?
I
What
think he's gonna
article
have
did you
some
read?
Serious problems.
He's not though. If you
No?
if you've fallen it, now listen. The Romania government is crooked as fuck, and he would be let out anywhere else in the world. If he's American, he's fine. Romania, I don't know how it works out there.
Yeah.
He needs to get the fuck out of there. But
Yeah.
if they do let him out, he'll be fine.
Well, the stuff he was saying on back in the day, of how he would do
Yeah.
these things. That's what's going to be used against him, right?
But the girls that came out and said they were paid, they're on record saying they were paid and told to say that.
Okay,
And those are the two examples they have to hold
when
him
did
down.
that
That's
happen?
been out for 6 months, probably.
This is the most recent thing that came out.
Yeah, but think about all the Rolling
First of all, it's
Stone.
Rolling Stone. So yeah,
Don't click on Rolling
I don't-
Stone.
I
It's the
same
I don't-
report.
I
No, don't click on Rolling Stones.
I don't read.
Don't
that
do
stuff.
any of that. Like any of this main stuff. And what are you on Google? So that's owned by the left. So all the left hates him. So all this is going to be negative stuff at Andrew Tate.
Yes.
If you guys want to educate yourself, you got to go deep on it. And you got to really look into the nitty gritty of it. You can't just Google Andrew Tate because of the media who hates the guy is going to pop up the worst stories. You fucking cuck. All right?
Who, me?
Yeah. Oh, I Googled Andrew Tate. I wrote Rolling Stones, man. They say he's screwed.
No, I feel like I don't talk that way. Dude, come on, man. Be cool or I'll have to knife you, and I don't want to knife you. All right? I don't know, Bubba. He's got
whatever.
issues.
Yeah, when you bring up Google, yeah, if you read that, he has issues. And Trump's getting arrested, you dumbass. You're that guy.
What? No, bro.
Trump's going to prison. He is? No. Oh, is he?
No, don't. How do I say it?
Trump's going to prison. Go see Barbie.
No, dude, don't do that. I'm not. That's not how I talk, bro. I talk like this. All right.
It's tough because the waters are so murky because this side hates him, this side loves him. So the waters are so murky. It's tough to figure out what exactly
It's always tough to find out what's really
and he has so much influence, and he's going against the Matrix. You don't know what that is. You don't know what that is. You're in it. What
do you mean?
You promote it.
I mentioned Barbie.
Barbie's actually very good. It's very educational for women.
I didn't say that. That's not the part I said, bro.
The only thing that movie's missing is Amy Schumer. I'm telling you,
I never
it would be an A+ if Amy Schumer was featured in that.
I never said that, dude. Please.
Is Lizzo in it?
No.
She's not?
No.
I'm pretty sure they offered a role.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And the director was
Ferrell
like,
is very
hey.
funny. Let me see this.
Sure. Georgie?
So this is a sweet story. This lady, when she was a teenager, her father was arrested for a violent crime. And when she got married recently, she had the arresting officer walk her down the aisle.
Was the crime against her or the mom?
No, it was just in general violent crime. But
Well, that's a good man right
she is
there.
also in law enforcement now.
This story kind of makes me sad. So hold on. She had
Me too.
the cop who put her father away in prison walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have a dad
It
anymore.
makes me want to cry right now. I don't know why. Weddings are...
I
please.
quit, dude.
No, I'm opening up. Please. Please, dude. Okay.
I feel like crying right now. You know, I cried in Barbie when Ken. God, dog.
When John Cena.
No,
I like
come on.
Barbie. There's just too much Ken.
Oh, he was the cop arrested her abusive father.
Oh,
There you
that's a
go.
good story then.
There you go.
That's a note we could have used.
You see?
Could have used that.
No, we could have used, George.
That's on me.
Abusive,
Damn it.
abusive father. That makes sense. Yeah, he
Man, I'm all
deserves it.
cucked up right now.
I thought the dad was like he got arrested because he's trying to feed the family. He robbed the bank because the kids were starving. Like
Yeah.
good dad. You put him
Good dad.
away. She invites him to the wedding. I didn't know the dad was abusing the kids. Yeah, this is a great story then.
Yeah. Yeah.
My apologies.
She got a wagon.
Let me see. That's a wagon, bro. Look, I can talk like a
I don't like how
guy.
you guys skim past.
Look. She's got a wagon.
Doesn't feel right, man.
Hey.
Go skinny dip with your friends. Nah, bro. What else you got, Jen?
This one's okay. So remember the most recent one we saw with Jonah Hill and his ex texts or releasing text messages?
Yeah.
So baby Rexa, she's been a lot of times she says she gets a lot of hate about people complaining about her weight, how she gains weight and this and that. So she had a
super attractive.
So she put her man on
she
blast.
put her man up. She broke up with him apparently.
Okay, just so everybody knows, when you do this once, every other guy, if they're smart, goes, I'm not dating that girl.
Well, I think she'll be all right. She's
So-
a baddie and she's talented.
She looks
So like
cute.
a week or a few weeks ago, she put this out on the internet and everyone was on her side because like how could he say something about her weight, right?
What did he say though?
So we'll show you the text here. So now fans rally behind the ex-boyfriend, and
All right, let's see it.
Here's the text.
Hey, I never said you weren't beautiful. I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I said how beautiful you are and how much I loved you. But I always said I would be honest with you, and your face was changing. So I
But
told,
that was the conversation we were
so I
having.
told you.
You asked because I care. Would you rather I lied to you? You gained 35 pounds. Obviously, you gained weight and your face changes. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that's okay? Come on, I gained 3 pounds and you call me chubs and fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. If you're unhappy with me yourself, with life, and don't see a future with us, then it's okay and that's the reason. Don't use something like that to weaponize your anger or anxiety or any insecurities you may have. You know I always found you to be beautiful and loved you no matter what. I think it's important for you to think about things and write things down, speak to a therapist, and do this retreat thing to get to the root of the problem. Let me know if you'd like to speak. If you need more clarity, love you. That's a
good guy.
That's a good guy.
Yeah.
Fat shaming works too.
And she put that.
She put that. She put that
she
out.
thought people were like, yeah, girl,
Yeah.
go. But everyone's like, oh, this guy sounds like a really
What a
good
nice
person.
guy.
Yeah. So now
He was
these-
like, I put on 3 pounds in fat
Wait,
shaming.
And she asked. She
what
asked.
was her comment on that though?
What do you mean? She
hasn't
hasn't
said
commented
anything
on this.
since then.
Oh,
But it was on her Instagram story. But I mean, she's the one that asked, like, to tell.
She shared text message of him letting her know she's gained a little weight, too much weight. After she asked him, she's like,
asked for the
I
truth.
started gaining weight. But bring up the pictures. How much weight did she gain? 'Cause
She dodged the truth, he dodged
She's
the
always
bullet.
been curvy, dude. A fun curvy, too.
yeah. Let me see. Let me
Here's
see what's going
That's
on.
him with her right there.
Okay, I'm a huge fan of that.
Right?
I'm a huge fan.
Calm down, Barbie. But yeah.
All right,
Again there.
she's absolutely
gorgeous.
hot as shit.
a little bigger there.
Wag.
I have no problem with that. Though.
There you go.
I have absolutely no problem.
No.
There you go.
But by the way, if she
Okay.
gained a lot of
Okay.
weight, yeah, okay,
She has
she
eyes like
probably has
Stewie.
weight swings. If she did, I get it.
She says she has some sort of condition, ovary condition.
Oh God,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's called overeating.
Yeah, well, look at her there.
Oh, no, she's bad as fuck, bro.
Yeah, there's no problems here. We have no problems here. But
But,
also,
but if she, I was a lot thinner, I did gain some weight. That comes with the territory. I'm not mad about it because it's true. But when you see things like that, it does mess with you. You know what somebody's going through and what they're going through in life. So it's kind of tough. But I feel like in 2023, we should not be talking about people's weight. You told him to
asked
tell
him.
you.
Yeah. No, this is before. She's
Even if-
always been saying stuff about people complaining about her weight. Like
every
fans,
guy knows if your
haters.
girl asks you if these pants look good or if I look
You
fat
lie.
in these, you say no.
Yeah, you always lie.
You're not gonna get anywhere by telling the truth. She has cystic ovary syndrome. No, you
you
don't. No, you don't. And that's not why you have why you're gaining weight. You're
She
gaining
has,
weight
the,
'cause
she has the hit single
taking
called
in a
Bad
lot of-
Bitch.
you're taking in a lot of calories. But I think she's hot. So,
Yeah, she's
and
hot.
I got no
She
problem.
goes, I literally, hold on, go up, chin. No. I literally jumped 30 pounds so quickly, maybe a little bit more, but maybe a little bit more. That means she jumped 40. But we just got to be positive and just show people love. Yeah, dude. But you asked him. And
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, put a little weight on your
Yeah.
face.
But by the way, I
You got moon face, girl.
yeah, and I
If you did that, you got moon face. It's all good.
30 pounds is that's
That's
a lot.
Well, and
35
she says
pounds
30
on a
pounds,
little-
maybe a
on a
little bit
little
more.
body.
That means 40 pounds.
Yeah.
She's like 5'5".
That's a lot of
5'4".
weight. That's a lot of weight. Oh, that'll change you. That'll change you.
And
Change your face.
then he was like, hey, baby, you told me to say something. I'm fat.
Some people carry it in their face.
Maybe, yeah.
Where do you put your weight on?
your
butt?
face? Face and dick.
Face and dick.
Face
You're lucky.
dick. My face and dick.
Face and dick.
My dick gets so fat.
I love girls who are like, it
I
just
got
goes to my
rolls up.
boobs and butt. That's, well,
I go eat up,
Keep
girl.
eating.
Yeah.
keep
Carb up.
eating. You know those girls? There
It's
are girls
Carb
out
Tuesday.
there. There are girls like that. You're like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Like,
my girl.
I know. All my weight goes to my butt.
Yeah,
butt
my
and boobs.
girl, she's like, oh my God, I'm eating. It just goes to my butt and titties.
that's
I'm
my
like,
girl, too.
Eat up, girl.
Yep. My girl's like, I gained 5 pounds.
But even my girl's like, he let me know if I'm gaining some weight. I'm never saying. Yeah. Never. I'm like, I don't see it.
No.
If she gained 30 pounds, as
If you
like
gain 30 pounds,
You gotta move out.
well, my friend's wife.
you don't tell her just to move out.
my friend's,
No, I do. I go, hey, your bags are packed, right?
My friend's dad's girlfriend. I'll tell you who later. He was older, of course, and she was 40, and he said, I don't like having sex with her anymore. My buddy's like, why, Dad? And he goes, she's got a belly. It's disgusting.
That's tough.
She had a belly. She put her weight on in her belly, so she had because she drank a lot.
Most people. Oh,
And he
you got
was
the
like,
beer
I
belly.
can't do it.
Beer
I
gut.
just can't have sex with her.
To be farting. So.
Yeah, I don't mind if it goes to your butt, but when it goes to your belly, it's a little bit for me. Just it can be.
Yeah,
an
it
issue.
can be tough. Well, there's also some of those women who are like, they put on 120 pounds. Like it's after the baby, it's the baby weight. I'm like, how old's your kid? 12. I'm like, well, yeah.
I'm going to say something.
12 years
I'm going to
ago.
say something that's going to sound a little bit mean, but I'm just going to say it. So I have no problem with weight. Like you see a girl sometimes, and she might be what you would consider overweight, and if she's just curvy, like in the right place, I'm in.
No,
I'm in.
yeah,
I like.
I
it.
prefer that.
Yeah, I like it. But there was a girl who I felt that way about, and then like there is a thing when if somebody is a little too overweight and they lie down,
It's a mess.
wider.
Yeah.
They can tend to look different.
It
'cause things
expands,
will-
yeah.
Yes, and that threw me
Well,
off.
all the stuff holding it up goes.
That throws me
Oh
off.
God, thank God.
That threw me off. That was like, wow, you know that really kind of goes out east to west there.
Yeah.
That was interesting. But overall, I got no problem.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, dude.
Huh?
Beauty's in, to each their own.
Like, but it's like, in the,
But she put on-
when the steamroller hit in the cartoon goes over the Roadrunner,
cartoon.
the Roadrunner, and you're like, whoa. It was
I
like,
tell you what.
all right, let's keep going. I don't want to be mean.
This might be the last one. So that girl that we talked about many times already, Carly Russell.
There you go.
She finally admitted guilt that she made everything up. And she still doesn't. There's no like motive for it yet. But this is what she said.
In a press conference Monday, attorneys saying that their client admitted to lying about the events July 13th through the 15th. Everything from seeing a toddler on the side of I-459, being abducted by a white man, classic, with orange hair, okay, and even leaving
kinda
the
creepy,
Hoover
a white
area in
dude
general
with
was a
red hair.
lie. I know. They're like, what?
But it's such
Russell
a
admitted
bad
she didn't
lie.
have any help and acted alone, but her motive for staging her own kidnapping has not been yet revealed. Yeah, I'd love to hear why.
I also read that she said in the statement that the guy that kidnapped her, him and another female accomplice were taking pictures of her naked. And then since this happened, her boyfriend, or now potentially her ex-boyfriend, put this out on Instagram. So Carly's actions created hurt, confusion, and dishonesty.
So did she do it just to cover up? Maybe she was sending
I
pictures
wonder
to
if
somebody,
she
like
did.
naked pictures.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, too
But I don't
much,
know.
girl. Too much.
Now,
So it
can she
seems
go to
like-
jail for this?
Yeah, I wonder what legal, because were the cops involved, all that?
Yeah.
Like a big manhunt?
I don't think there's a big manhunt, but
False police
cops, yeah.
report.
So her boyfriend didn't know what was going on.
No, her family and her boyfriend believed everything, but now her boyfriend's like,
Yeah, he's
She
out.
fucked up,
No
yeah.
longer a boyfriend.
yeah.
Probably get asked to pay back the money from the investigation, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, yeah, she's not going to do prison time for that, right? The cop's like, yeah, the internet's going to take care of this one.
Her boyfriend's a handsome dude.
Did Jesse Smollett do prison time?
No, nothing.
Homeboy's handsome.
He got community service, I think.
Oh,
And then his career got ruined.
yeah.
He's got style.
Small guy.
Can you look up how tall?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Still stuck on Barbie.
yeah. I just want to see because I'm so impressed with his acting.
6.
And yeah, he's 6 feet, bub.
Well, that means 5'10".
I don't know, bub. About 6 feet.
Let's see if he's next to any other celebrities.
Yeah.
There he is with,
oh boy, Harrison
girl.
Ford's every bit of 6'2". Damn.
and she's wearing heels.
Look at his boots.
Who is that girl?
That's that one girl.
She's an angel,
She was
right?
with Ben Affleck for a little while.
Yeah, she's great.
Jesus.
Eva Mendes.
Oh, so Eva Mendes 6'2" then.
She's got heels on though.
And he
Eva's
He's
pretty
way in
tall.
front of her.
Eva's
though.
pretty tall.
And he has boots on.
I'd say he's my height, Bo.
I think he's 5. You're not 6 foot either.
Yeah, but if I really stand up tall,
Anna de Armas.
Yeah.
she's legit.
She's
He's
Marilyn
legit.
Monroe.
He's legit tall because that's John Hamm, right?
No, that's Chris
Evans? Oh, yeah.
Evans. I mean, he seems pretty tall.
Who's
He's definitely
she?
not short.
God, these girls are just,
You've never seen her before? Jesus
no, I don't
Christ,
know
dude.
anything, dude.
And she starred in Marilyn Monroe. On Netflix, she's great in that.
Yeah. God. He's a real loner. He kind of keeps to himself.
We
Quiet.
don't know that. But hey,
No, I
dude,
actually
go
do.
see Barbie. Brian recommends it.
No, he's very funny in that. Guys,
Ice
I'll see you
House
this weekend.
40 tickets left. Ice House, Pasadena, Schaub and Friends this Friday. We have Calabasas fight campaign this Saturday for UFC 291. We got Cheeto Vera. We got Bradley Martyn. The boys are coming out. Tune in live. Thicccboy YouTube only. 7 p.m. Pacific time. That is live. Phoenix, Arizona, stand up live. One night, 2 magical shows. I'll be at JT's Wings during the day. You can find my fat ass there. Phoenix, Arizona, August 11th. Omaha, Nebraska, August 16th. Kansas City, Missouri, August 17th. Liberty Township, Ohio. I have no clue where that's at. August 30th. Columbus, Ohio, August 31st. Get your tickets
Liberty
now.
Township is it's near Cincinnati.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. BrianCallen.com for tickets. I will be at the Ontario Improv, not in Canada, but in the Inland Empire. Friday, Saturday, get your tickets, Ontario Improv. And then I got Austin, Cap Cities, August 3, 4, 5. And I'm excited about that.
And we're doing Fight Compare with Rogan next week in Austin.
Yes, sir.
You might be there for a little bit.
I'll try. God bless.
All right, kids. Love you.